Hi everyone, this is Cynthia from Healer's Light, and today we're going to be reviewing the deck, the Wyzard of Oz, Wizard spelled with a Y. It's an eclectic tarot deck by Bryan, and the last name is Lahr. Now, it didn't come in a box. It just came in this plastic wrap, which I just removed before I started the video. And I've had this deck now since it was created, which is at least 10 years ago. They're getting a little hard to find. I think they had 3 printings, and I think there's a 10th anniversary printing coming up, I believe. But they are a little hard to find, especially the first printing of it, because it was sort of created before Kickstarter and self-publishing really started to boom, and so that's why it doesn't really have all the bells and whistles like some of the decks now have. But it is a very, very unusual deck, and I think you'll agree that if you are a collector or you like to read with a deck that kind of offers you something unusual, this deck may speak to you. So let me flip over and we'll start with the Fool. Now you may be asking, what the heck is that? I have never seen a Fool card look like that before. And trust me, you've never seen, unless you've seen this deck, you've never seen a deck that looks like this. So that's why I had to have it in my collection. And I'm sharing it with you for the first time, where I'm going to sit and I'm going to go through it. But first, let's go over a little bit about this deck. As you can see, the image is very, very different. It's a sort of a combination of tarot, geometry, runes. It's 80 cards. The illustrations were created with a unique method of incense smoke photography and have varying degrees of lighting. It sort of has a hypnotic effect, and it sort of pulls you into the image. When I saw them online, I was like, wow, this would be a really unique deck to use for meditation work and things like that. So you can also see there's a lot of information that is on the card, okay? And you have keywords and things like that. But what I like is, because the background is black and the way all this extra information is included on it, it really doesn't distract from your focus, on the image itself. So I think, let's see, I think there's astrology, musical elements, planetary correspondences, geometric figures, runes, sigils, keywords, root meanings, Hebrew letters, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce this, so I'm going to spell it out. There's 16 some kind of symbols, MEIJODES. They're from an African spiritual system. I believe it's spelled PIFA. So that's really fascinating, that it has all this different information all along the edges. So even though there's no book, there are 5 cards, extra cards, they're probably on the bottom here, that give you enough information that you could read with this deck. It's also a little bit more closely related to the Thoth deck, because you have the princesses, prince, queen, and knight, and you have the suits of wands, swords, cups, and discs. So that's just a little bit more related to the way Thoth laid out his deck than Rider-Waite did. And I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit bigger than your standard deck, so it's not going to be an easy deck to kind of shuffle in your hands, because it is bigger. But I think the images kind of call for that, so that you can get all this wonderful detail. And it's only, I held it up against a regular deck. It's only about maybe an inch, less than an inch bigger. But it's really good. So let's get started. Oh, and the stock is kind of matte, and they're very smooth, and pretty standard stock. And that is the back. Now, my puppy is kind of tapping on my hand here, so she may pop in the video. All right. But she loves to investigate whatever I'm doing. So here we go. So that was the Fool. This is the Magus, or the Magician. And I'm just going to kind of quickly go through them. High Priestess, Empress, Emperor. You definitely get the fiery feeling of the Emperor with the coloring. Hierophant, Lovers, Chariot, adjustment. So some of the cards don't have the usual meaning or the usual name. Hermit, Fortune, Lust, Hanged Man, Death. This is one of the images that I really think is really powerful to kind of meditate on. It really does pull you into the center and kind of into another mystical realm. Art, number 14. The Devil, Tower, Star, Moon. That is another beautiful image. I love the way they have all the phases of the moon here. That's really nice. And puppy's definitely getting close. Okay, come on, puppy, stay over there. Okay, moon, sun. Love that rainbow with the sun. Lovely. Can you see here the music? The Magus of Power. Again, music. Anybody who knows music, maybe they could play those notes. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. Prince of Wands. Princess of Wands. So you can see the suits, I'm going to assume, will have all similar colors. So this is the Ace of Wands. Oh, no, I was wrong. Oh, a little bit of red. 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands. 4 of Wands. I like that. Beautiful. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands. I think it's a very creative use of incense sticks to represent wands like that. 7 of Wands. 8. 9. 10. This is another really beautiful image to me. I just really like the way that's made up. Okay, on to cups. We have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups. It's almost like a veil coming down. The Prince of Cups, the Princess of Cups, Ace of Cups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now on to swords. We have the Knight of Swords. Remember, in this, the knights would be where the kings are in a weight deck. Queen, Prince, and Princess. So the princess would be where the pages are in a weight deck. There's the Ace, 2, 3 of Swords, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I really like that one. I don't know why. Certain images, I think it's that mandala feel to it. I love mandalas, so it kind of pulls you into the center. Okay, on to the Knight or King of Discs. Queen. Prince, or otherwise in a weight deck would be the Knight of Discs. The Princess or Page of Discs. Ace. Oh, I love the triquetra. I actually have a tattoo of a triquetra, so one of my favorite symbols. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then as you can see, there's the extra cards that explain how to read the deck, points out where everything is, where the planetary symbols are, god attributions, the musical note, the rune symbol, planetary, all that. So it explains all that on the major arcana. And explains what's on the court cards. Explains a little bit about geomancy here. So there you have it. A very, very unusual deck, and I hope you enjoyed that. It's really been a lovely addition to my collection, and I'm glad I finally got around to not just looking at it online, but actually sharing it with you in my hands, getting a look at it with all of you. All right, bright blessings. Till next time. Bye-bye.